All good? Sweet. Alrighty, so first of all, make sure I'm Marcos.
Okay.
I want to make sure you know my name is.
Yeah, I remember.
What was your full name?
Tristan Williams. Yeah.
Awesome. And then how old are you?
I am currently 18.
And then how long have you been a producer?
I've been a producer for roughly 8 years. Or I guess more accurately, I've been playing with music for roughly 8 years. But as far as being serious about a producer, I'd say only in the last 2 years I've been serious about it. When I started, I was about 10-ish, I want to say 10 or 11. I was just, like most people, playing around with GarageBand on an iPad. So I was like, oh, this is fun, I like making music, you know, pressing loops and stuff.
What was it that got you on there?
Boredom.
Boredom? You just found GarageBand?
At the time, I was playing a lot of basketball. As far as I can remember, I was playing basketball since maybe 7. My family was big on basketball, so all my brothers played it, so I played it too naturally, but it wasn't really my thing that much. After a while, I was like, I don't want to do this. So my brother's going to tournaments and I'm there with him, but I'm not playing. So I was like, I want to do something sport. I want to watch him play games all day. So I did. I got my iPad. I'm like, what kind of games can I get? GarageBand. Let's make beats, whatever. Boredom is what got me started. Probably about 3 years in. It was around this time when I, for the first time, stopped using loops and tried making my own melodies or drum patterns. They were not good by any means. But up until then, everything was just strictly loops. By this time, I had finally learned what C major was, and that's just all the white keys. That is basic music knowledge. That's not anything deep. And I'm 5 years into this, and I'm just now learning what a scale is. So I'm on GarageBand. I start playing. Everything I'm making now is entirely my own. So I'm no longer using loops to make anything. I'm proud of that, very proud of that. And then it wasn't until after I got my first job and I started getting my own money. I'm 16 by this point. I actually kind of skipped over, I meant to mention this. When I graduated at 15, I got a graduation gift from my aunt. I got FL Studio. So this is when I first started actually getting real stuff. Because around that time I was thinking to myself, you know what, I want to kind of elevate myself. This is when I said I got to that point I was starting to get a little bit more serious about actually producing. So I got FL Studio as a gift, and then my first job, spring 24, I get a MIDI keyboard, I buy Omnisphere, and then a few other things. So I started investing a lot of my effort into my music equipment. So I have a bedroom studio now, fully developed, well, not fully developed, but mostly developed. I have my microphone for recording, a lot of other plugins and stuff. So it's roughly about maybe $4,000 in value. So that's where I was. And then I guess you kind of skip the time from spring 24 to now. I have just only gotten better.
What were some, when you already kind of talked about them, like at one point you began to actually buy into some nice equipment and some programs. What were, I guess along those steps, some major challenges and milestones?
Major challenges, I'll start with those. Major challenges, the first one when I got to that period was learning how to actually play the keyboard. I didn't really I could have looked online at videos and stuff to taught myself, I just fiddled with it until I got used to it. So that was one big challenge. So I'd say another challenge I ran into was once school started. Between school, work, I didn't have much time for music. And I think during this period, I would say that my creativity actually got higher because the only time I found myself having space to make music was on my lunch break at work. I would take my MIDI keyboard with me in a bag and my laptop, and I would make beats. They were not good. I only had 30 minutes to make it. So they were mostly trash, but I got to a point where I started getting good, and it forced me to trust myself and not focus on being perfect. Big milestone, January 23. Yes, this is before I got to FL Studio. I was still in GarageBand. I had made a lo-fi album. I was making all these beats. I'm like, you know what? I want to just start putting stuff out there. So, 2 albums out. First one, the lo-fi one, Lucent Night is what it's called. Second one is called No Limits. And I am working on something else. Other milestones that I can think of? Yes, I did make my first sale recently, a beat, professionally. Sold it for $75, and it was, I want to say about a month ago. So I am proud about that.
What does a producer do?
Okay, so I'm a producer, I produce beats. Producers can also help write lyrics. It's various. I'm not even sure that I fully understand it myself. I just know that what I do is producing. Because you have beat makers as well. Beat makers are not exactly producers, they just make beats. So I could play chords and then have everything else. I can EQ it and then do mixing. As a producer, as far as what I do, it is creating the beat and the instrumental and working on that aspect of it. So.
And then you take those beats and you sell them to artists.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I would also like to note producers do also help direct the performing artist. So while the performing artist is recording, a good producer would help them, hey, you need to sing this more passionately, or you were off key there. So a producer helps that direction as well.
And then what comes next for you?
Next? I'm not too sure. I know for certain that I'm trying to make more connections so I can just work with artists more. However, I do have a certain level of pride in my work. Not in the sense I think I'm better than everyone else, but I respect myself. I'm not gonna sell to someone if I think they're trash. Even if you don't sound great, if you have a passion, I'm willing to work with you. I will have to say it again, I do not like when someone wants to copy someone else. I don't like it. My other goal set in mind is my album that's coming up next, which, a rap album, I will say it. Everything else was just the instrumentals, this one is a rap album. I did not plan on it, but in the summer, I was just making beats. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write another song, just 'cause it's fun to do sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So I wrote a song, and after finishing it, I thought, you know what, there's some other similar stories that can tie into the same song. I extended it. It's now roughly 7 minutes. It is a very long song. One of the people who performed last semester, his name is Milo Ramora. I plan to have him featured on the song. And then there's someone else as well who I've met on campus. I want to have her sing the chorus for one part in the song. So after that, I thought to myself, given the material of the song, which I know I'm being very ambiguous, like what is the song about? I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I thought I'm gonna make an album. Now, what is the song about? It deals with the concept of love, and then as well as just, there's a lot. I guess the overarching theme of the album though is love, but not so much so in the sense of, oh, I love you, I love this, or you broke my heart, but the absence of love in people's hearts. So you can take a family who is, take a child who's in a broken family. This person, their whole life was never brought up knowing love. When they have a family, how will they know to show that to other people? It's, I guess, like trying to, how do you describe something you've never seen? How do you make something you've never seen? How do you speak a language you've never heard? You can't, you just kind of have to make it up on your own. And I think a lot of songs where they tend to open up like this, the artist will tend to put in the solution that they had. Like, this is what it should be like. I don't paint what I think love should look like. Because if you listen to the album, I'm also insinuating that I don't know what love is either. We try to find what it is, but we don't actually know. So for that reason, I'm not offering a solution or what should be better. I'm just stating that there's something messed up with the whole world.
So you fully intend to pursue this as a full-time career?
I don't want it to be my primary source of income. I will say that. The only reason is because I would hate to be in a situation where I'm short on money and I need to sell now. But as I said earlier, I don't just make music for anyone. They have to have a certain level of passion. I know because of that, in order to make money in a tight situation, I would have to expand myself and be willing to work with others that I may not want to work with to make money. And what I would hate to happen is to run in a situation where I'm doing things that I don't even like anymore. And I just completely lose the point of why I liked music to begin with. And that's creating what I like, bringing my ideas to life, bringing someone else's ideas to life. And when that happens, I won't love music anymore, and I'll just hate it. But I guess I want to do producing maybe as a side thing and something else music related. I don't know, but I'm gonna find it out.
Were there any last comments that you wanted to make?
Since this is just about me as a musician, I would like to say that I just want to state how music is for me, because to me it's an important thing. I love music. I love music. I like listening to it. If someone is a person like, oh, music's all right. If you don't like talking about music, I can easily talk about music all day. I mean, not just the stuff that I make, but the stuff that I like to listen to or other people listen to. So naturally that comes out when I'm producing. I'm producing with my soul. I'll put it to you like this. For me, when someone makes music, what they're creating is the sound of their soul. So everyone has a different sound. That's why I don't like creating type beats, because I'm creating the sound of someone else. I'm not doing that. I can only create the sound of my soul or the person next to me. So even that being said, if I'm making a beat for someone else, there's still a certain unique sound to it. Even if it's their style, it's still gonna have a little bit of mine in it. just because it's the sound of my soul. So when I'm writing lyrics, making melodies, making beats, I am focused because I'm making it with purpose. Even when I'm like blasted out of my mind, not because I'm like high or anything, but I'm just tired. And I'm like, I don't know what time it is. It's 2 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm tired. I should be going to sleep. I got work tomorrow. And I'm just on my keyboard all night. I'm focused. So that is a big thing for me. And I guess that's my last comment. I love music.